Testing, 1, 2. Man, this is done. All right, turn the brightness up and let's get it. All right, so let me go ahead and get the trading stream up. Good morning, Lori. All right, so looking out here on the scans today, we got 100% mover QH. FRC is permanently halted down. We also have ICEE, ILAG, NNOX, JZ, and SNTG that is up quite a bit. So let's go ahead and look through some of this news. Of course, FRC has been falling for quite a bit. It's not going to recover. I think they got JP Morgan to come in and buy whatever remaining assets that they have. Yeah, JP Morgan, details of First Republic deal and investor presentation. QH, looking for news, seeing that no real news on QH. ISEE, it's got a little bit of news. Market Watch Japan, anything related to it though. Agrees to a 5.9 billion bid from Estelas. Okay. So this is looking like one of those medical stocks. A little bit higher price at 37 bucks, but and a little bit higher float too. But looking like it's pushing up there to the 40s. But the 40s is where the price target was moved to, so I'll be very careful on that one. SoFi, only a 5% ILAG. No real news right there. NNOX, looks like they got an imaging system that received FDA clearance, pioneering a new era in medical imaging. That one's got pretty much the only real news. JZ, no news there. SNTG, nothing. Okay, and then HUDI, the one that was up on last week, is down big, down 37%. It's a new month, first trading day of the month. So I'm gonna try to make it another successful month. Started off strong, and don't give back last month's profits. Jumping over to Street Smart Edge here. I moved some of these over here so we can kind of watch them. I may go ahead and get rid of FRC. I don't think it's going to be opening up again. Good morning, Jimmy. Good morning, Donnell. Y'all interested in trading some of these stocks? They have no catalyst, but they definitely got some percent gainers. Is it a Monday morning trap? Let's see. Let's jump over here and see if it's any obvious levels of resistance first, because since these don't have any news on them, that'll be the first major issue. So let's go with QH first. I was looking at QH. It doesn't have a whole lot of backstory back here, and the last recent place that it was kind of circulating above was this $3 right here, 306 level. Above that, I mean, it may be a level up here, but that's a long way to go. Jimmy says, did you see any reason why HLP is up so crazy? HLP. Um, HLP. Let's see. Why is that? Oh, it just popped in for me. Let's see what this one's talking about. Um, it announced a closing of an 8.5 million initial public offering. So it's an IPO stock. I think what happened was it had no it had no true resistance. So if you look at here, where it closed last Friday was 421, but it pretty much had clear skies above this 459. So it went up, ripped through it, came back down, and now I guess it ripped it stronger or gapped up. I mean, it's up to what, $9? That's insane. But not really seeing any kind of news behind that, just a recent IPO in continuation. Let's go and see what that stock actually is to see why it might have done that. HLP. Okay, so they do steel. They're in the steel industry, based out of China. Hungly Group Inc. through its subsidiaries designs, customizes, and manufactures and sells cold roll formed steel profiles for machinery and equipment in China, South Korea, Japan, the United States, and Sweden. It serves mining and excavation, construction, agriculture, and transportation industries. The company was incorporated in 2021 and is headquartered in Weifang, China. Hungoli Group Inc. operates as a subsidiary of Hungoli Development Limited. Okay, so just a recent IPO. Let's see the stats. They may not. Okay, so it does have a lower float, and look at those insiders. Wow, 78%. The company's almost has no institutions in it. Hmm. Let's see if that's the same across the board. HPL, HLP. I mean. No kind of shelves. Insider, yep, same over here. Huge insider holding. So what the insiders wanted to do, it's gonna do. Who's gonna stop them? It is shortable as well. So we may see some shorts try to come in and get some profit. But with the way it's looking, with no obvious top, that'll be a very risky play. But it could be a high risk, high reward type thing. Went up there to it went up to $20 and fell. What's the possibility of it going back up? I don't know. It's got 2 million shares traded on it so far. Donut says watch QH but double top at 4. I was seeing a resistance at 3 on QH for it to come back down to. It's got a resistance. I'm wondering if it'll come back down to this resistance of the 312 here and then try to go up. But it doesn't have that catalyst behind it. So it's got a top here at 465 as well. So I don't know where it's gonna act up at. We'll see. Oh, I see now in the lower time frames what you're saying with 4. Okay, okay. So looking at this 4 hour, yeah, I see that clear. Resistance right across this level right here. Double tap that level. And the place that I was looking was down here at the 312, but the 312 may be too close. Now looking at this lower time frame, had a previous intraday or not intraday pre-market level right here formed around the 250s. So a possible support, kind of obvious support down here. And I would expect a bounce from this level of the 250. This is the only place that I really be looking. If it doesn't come down there, oh well, but 250 is looking like the obvious spot that everybody can see. But we'll see what happens. I lag any obvious spots on these lower time frames. It's come back down to the 177. Not a whole lot of volume. NNOX hit a top up here 1209. Came back down to the $9. Zooming on back. Okay. JZ. Oh wow, HLP all the way down to $7 now. Huh. Not good. Went up to 20. And I would hate for anybody to have bought that top up there. They're down quite a bit on the morning, just starting off the new month. Big red. Hoodie, I mean not hoodie. Top, the one that was ripping the other day is down to $65 right here at the bottom of this previous little consolidation. Has not broken out of the big candle yet here on the 4 hours. So it's got a top up here of 267 and a bottom down here of $24. And it looks like it has formed some level of support right above this 65 level. The only issue I have with this one is it had no catalyst to begin with. They were circulating an article, big pump in there. So I don't know what it can do, but I never did trade that one due to the lack of volume. And even today, it's only got 200,000 shares traded, and it's always had low volume, big range. And I try to stay away from those. MEGL was one that was following top. It's down 24%. The SPY did, last time we were looking at it, I was wondering if it was going to get over that 413. Looks like it did get over 413 and just holding up there at the 415 level. I want to see how QH reacts at this 250 level. A lot of times when I'm looking for these stocks, if they have like a crazy amount of insiders, it's something about the insiders and the lack of institutions regulating it. The lack of that big money being able to step in and stop it. Those insiders, they'll do some crazy stuff. And that's one reason that a lot of those stocks that do have high insider trading go into investigations. They be like, why is this thing ripping? Why is this thing doing this or that? Like top. but for the opportunity, for that short-term opportunity, you can definitely capitalize before they go into investigations. But we got about 15 minutes to the bell. Go ahead and remove top, MEGL. Those things are super red. Hoodie is going to be off the list in a little bit. And we'll just focus mainly on these top movers here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 on the board. I'm wondering, is QH going to break through fours just to get longs in and then come back down? Like do a quick little, you know, maybe a 425, 450 break and then come down. Because it's so low float, I believe. Go out here and see QH. Yeah, float 1.23 and doesn't have a lot of insiders. It's got more institutions. Let's see what Finviz says on QH. Where them insiders at? And then it's got what, 20% increase in the institutional transactions. Ooh, okay. Institutions getting ready to take some profit on Monday. Okay, let's jump back over. iLag. Let's look at iLag. Insider owning 51.83%. Float NA. Got some high insider, but without that catalyst, I wonder will they have a reason to even try to push that thing? It's only $1.79. QH and Huddy right now have the highest relative volumes. 7.55. This is what I'm looking at, my relative volume. This is a field that's offered in TOS. It'll give you the relative volume, so you really don't have to go and look it up somewhere. But you can find it also in Finviz. Where's Finviz? Relative volume. Let's see. Right here. This one has 0, but this is where it will be. And for the most part, we look for a higher relative volume. I was actually working on something. Let me see, Excel. I was working on a calculator for my trading and everything. So I was working on a trade risk calculator, and basically you put in your whatever account total that you have, and it goes and you put in whatever percent winners that you want. So let's say if I'm looking for a 14% winner, right? I'll enter, And these are what the winners look like percent level. So if I want to grow my account, let's say 1% on the day. 1% is 67.89 whatever. And for me to get a 14-cent winner, that's going to be 1%, it's going to give me my shares needed to take, right? For a 2% winner, is how much the gain is, and then how many shares I need to take for a 14-cent winner to get this gain. So what I was looking at is, you can put in whatever account size that you have. You're trading with 25K or whatever you're trading with, it'll recalculate on that and then look for your winners. So let's say if you're only looking for a 5-cent winner, it'll give you your 5-cent winner and how many shares you need to take for and how much you'll make on that winner. And then I was also doing making a calculator it's a weighted calculator for different factors in that I look for in a trade, especially for low floats. But yeah, just working on it slowly. Anyway, good morning, GD. We're uh we're gonna short QH today through the floor. After it tries to pass $4, we're just gonna snap it straight into the floor. It's a plan. Everything else is kind of looking kind of behind, except SCNTG continues to pump up. It's got about 100%, but the volume is a lot lower. It's being tripled by QH. Seven minutes till the bell pops. Be precise. Manage your risk. And take your time. Not too much time. So I guess my first question on QH is, will it pop down first and test the 304 before it goes up? And let's actually check these level 2s as well to see if anything crazy is sitting out here on the level 2s. Okay, so 250 was a level, the obvious level that's on the chart. So I expect the big size to be sitting down there, 21,000, sitting right where I didn't even look at the level 2s. I just used my eyes to look at an obvious level on the day, which is 250. And let's see. Any sizes up here? There's a level. What did it just? They just pulled that level off. It was like at the 280, it was like 10,000, but it's gone now. Okay, so yeah, no obvious levels up here on the level 2s, abnormal levels, I mean. But looks like everybody's thinking like me. That 250 level is looking like a nice bounce spot if it does fall. And it may not be a big bounce spot, but it is a obvious bounce spot. I mean, you may not get, 40, 50 cents, but you may get 10 cents. You keep your expectations low. You may get 10 cents, 5 cents. And if we look, let's see, what's the average range of this? The biggest move, the biggest candle here was from 161 up to the 287. And there hasn't been another candle that big. The one this morning was 241 up to 330. So about $1 move there. This morning is going to be interesting. Hmm. 2 minutes left until the open here. And I can see based on these volume bars down here, you can see how the selling has just been so much more powerful than the buying. Highest selling candle was 2 million shares traded on that one. One minute till the open. And this was the one with the institutions pretty much have the upper hand in this one. All right, market is about to open. Market open. There's the 380s. Will it even get back up to the fours? Let's see. Kind of not having a big range, not really opening up here, kind of getting squeezed. Don't know which way it's going to go. So it's pretty much a 50-50 play up here while it holds. So far, the one that has the most green on the day is HLP, but has lower volume. So we'll see how that ends up holding. We'll pop over there once we see what QH wants to do. Very small range though here at the open. I'm gonna go ahead and pop over to HLP, which is halted. Okay, that's why. I was wondering why it wasn't moving. NNOX looks like the next top mover, and then JZ behind it. So let's see what happens down here towards the 250. Can it go ahead and break down this previous level of the $3? Look at this red candle here. Look how much volume is coming in. Almost catching up with this previous big red candle, which was 2,300,000, and this one's just now getting up to around 2 million. And it has a lot of time left on this candle. And this is a 15-minute candle as well, so it won't close until the 45. Inox is going to start trying to break here. 950s. $4 million shares traded. Small breakout there. ILAG dying. Jay-Z threw a little wick up there across the 175, but no kind of real conviction behind it. And HLP still halted. QH, it's like they want this thing to touch $4 so bad. They're just buying and buying and buying, but they can't move it. Huge red candle. Look how this has overshadowed the previous red candle, creating a selling ramp. So this one was 2 million. This one's almost up to 4 million, or going towards 4 million. Still has 10 minutes on that candle. Inox continues to push. Whew, big push down. Okay. HLP just opened back up. Opening back up towards the downside. Bottom of this previous candle low was the 728. I guess they could use this as like a risk maybe, but that'll be a very high risk trade. But they'll probably be looking back up to maybe $10 from this 705 bottom. So if it can hold with a small, it did do a small little breakdown here. And I guess their entry may be the 795 for a pop back up. But I don't know how much of a pop it can give. We'll see if it go ahead and breaks. Can it show any green is what they're probably saying. Low volume though, only 3 million shares traded. QH going from pulling red to green moves and green to red moves. Yep, QH pumping up there. Can it go ahead and test that $4? And now this candle has become green, so big green candle now. But I just don't like the range of this thing. This first candle with all this volume only went from 335 up here to the 3, so about a 50-cent range on that first candle. And that may be changing here shortly. $4 test coming back up. Can we get the break of that 4? So all the shorts can jump on. There's the break of the 4 up there to 433-ish. And let's see you come on back down. Now at this point, I don't know about 250 anymore. About buying at 250. This thing's up to 450. And it's into halt, looks like. Let's see if it'll fake a fake halt. Yeah, I think that's a real halt. Yep. Yep. All right. So, of course, the stock with the most volume, the most gain is going to go in the halts. And HLP did end up breaking down. I do not think HLP has a chance now that this one's going in the halts. All eyes are going to go up there to it. We got a couple of things popping here on the scans. I don't know about these things that are up 1,000% with very low volume, but let's see. J reported. This had to be like a split or something. Yeah, that's a 1 for 20 reverse split on BISL. And then this one did a 1 for 15 reverse split. Okay. QH is pretty much the only low float still surviving other than NNOX. And both of these have that high relative volume that we're looking for. HLP continues to dump. SNTG It's up 100-something%, but very flat. I don't like this pattern. The chances that it starts to curl or anything out of here is very low. SPY is up to 416. SPY starts ripping, and QH started ripping. So I'm wondering, is QH well, it should be in movement with the SPY because the institutions are the ones holding the majority of that. So we'll see how the SPY holds up and if it follows the SPY. Let me see what time this thing is supposed to unhalt. QH halted at 9:39:42. 9:39:42. This will be the 43:32. Danielle took QH small position at oh man, that's a nice trade. Every good trade you feel like you exited too soon. That's what I gotta do. Exit too soon. Take that profit. Especially, growing the account, if I'm up 3% on my account, why not take it? It's more than the bank does. And that's what this calculator is for. So like, let's say my account, what's this account? 6789 for the total account. I'd be like, okay, 6789, and I want a winner. Looking at the range of this one on the first move, what is this? 328 up to 452. 328, 452. $1.24. So if I want 25% of $1.24, what is that? 31 cents. 31 cents is 25% of this move. But this candle hasn't even closed yet, but we're just using it as an example. You can come over here and be like, okay, well, I want my winner to be 31 cents, which is insane. If your winner is 31 cents, I mean, you capture the whole thing, that's pretty good. But if you lower your expectations and go lower, you can get a pretty good amount. But if this is the expected winner, you only need 219 shares to get this price, $67. You only need 438 shares to get this price if this is your complete winner, 31 cents. But who knows if you're going to capture all that. So I keep myself humble and now stick to the 14. Because the bigger cent gain, of course you don't need that many shares to make it a good win. All right, Inox. SNTG pulling back into this little trap here. HLP still halted as well. QH must be going into, it must be doing a 10-minute halt. Not seeing a whole lot of competition on the board for QH. We got SoFi leading everything, then QH, then FRC, which is still not going to open up. We got Tesla working its way up, ISEE, AMD, Amazon, Inox, and INO, or NIO, my bad. NIO just did another delivery of 6,658 vehicles in April last month, increasing by 31% year over year. But yeah. Okay, QX. Let's go to back to the halt scans. 39. So it'll be opening up at 49.42. It may open up quite a bit higher. If you are a halt trader, definitely be ready, because you never know what these ranges are gonna look like. It has, I guess, we can go ahead and look at where support would be. So I guess the first level of support would be what, 398. Now if it pops down that far and comes back up, I mean, it may continue upward, but you know, the overall, my thesis was, hey, this thing's gonna pop over 4, maybe to 450, and I said that earlier, and then come on back down. But it may continue. I may be absolutely wrong, but I am bearish on this move. We shall see who is right. Okay, 48s. Come on, baby. SNG continues to just play around. It looks good on if you look at the scan, but then you look at the charting, and it's absolute trash. Just going flat in here. No kind of bounces, no nothing. Okay, HLP continuing downward. Down to the $6. I'm not liking HLP anymore anyway. I'm going to take that one off. QH and NN, okay. NNOX pulling down back into this range. All right, here we go. 49.52 should be the open. 49.30, was it 49.52? 49.42 should be open on this 10-minute halt. I'm looking for this thing to be back under 4. Hard and heavy. Five. Got a lot of people. I know people be like, man, I hope this thing dips a little bit more so I can enter for the bounce. Let's see what kind of dip it gives, though. Or is it gonna dip? Bottom of this is the 452. Let's see if we get a nice slam down. Most halt traders want to see it give them some red first, and red will be back under the 479, but it should have went ahead and dipped at the beginning to catch people in there. With it taking this long, they're going to have some fear behind it. So let's see what happens, the big crash through this 474. Let's see it. Come on, crash down, buddy. Oh, wow. So it touched this little level of the 475s and tried to hold there. But like I said, most halt traders want more of a dip to get that bounce up. This one still didn't give them the dip they wanted. And if they did FOMO in with this hold right there, look what's happening to them. Let's see it destroy them. It's got the brass knuckles out. About to go in. Let's see. And this is where the fear starts, when it starts breaking back into the previous body. 450 breakdown. Let's see them change the color of their pants here. So that's the dip that they'll be looking for. Only question is, how big of a risk here are you willing to take? Are you willing to take a risk and you just use VWAP? That's going to be a 60 cent loss back to VWAP if that's what they're looking at. And it's going to give it to him quick, too. Coming on down. And this was the level that was the breakout level of the $4. And I'm thinking it can get all the way back under the 4. And if we look out here on TOS on this daily chart, this level right here was the 470, 450, which was the obvious level, the obvious little consolidation right here where it tested twice and it's right back under this. Actually, it tested 3 times, 1, 2, and then 3 right here where it tested there and failed. So this was a obvious short at this level. And if it breaks down VWAP, which is at the 414s right now, retail is probably gonna hit that sell. 414 is what we're looking for. $430s. Come on, be aggressive, shorts. Push that thing on down and make it crack VWAP. May end up playing around up here since it's not really giving them a strong conviction downward. But again, this candle has not closed, so we don't know what's going to happen. For it to jump back green, it would need a 30-cent pop back up for it to go green. So I'm going to put resistance in here on the short term 15-minute and see if that confirms on the higher time frames. Can it stay below this level of 480s? Okay, there's the 30s. Can we get the 414 break? A lot of people using VWAP as their faith base. VWAP as a religion. Will their faith hold? Continues to pop back off that level. Has about 5 minutes until this candle closes. Man, I bet there's a lot of stops on the VWAP right at that 415 level. Let's actually check the level 2s here. What's that 415? Not really seeing any abnormal sizing in here. Let's look over here on the ask. What was that? There's a 10,000 at 465 that just got, oh no, there it is. 10,000 at 465 there. $450 showing a lot of resistance here. Yeah, a lot of upper wicks on the daily. Not, but it is the best looking low flow that is on the top 10 mover. We have MTC. What is MTC doing? It just popped up on the scan. MTC. 50% MTC right there. HLP having a little bit of a pop back. I just saw MTC popping up there, and it just looks interesting. I don't know why it's up. Let me see if it has any news. No kind of news on today. Just kind of giving a move. So there's a lot moving today and a lot of distractions. I don't know what's going to be the thing, but it is a sub $2 stock. This range, let's see, from 96 cents up here to the $1.16, then from $1.05 up here to the $1.28. So like 20-cent moves or less, around 20-cent moves. QH coming on down now. I mean, they have a lot of people trapped above VWAP. Look at there. Look at there. There's that 415 break. We should see a big push through this 415 break. Where y'all at? 415. Let's get back below it. Look at that selling pressure coming in on the on the candles, volume candles down here. Hit the 415 and now slightly holding above it. Looking for a blast through that 415. I was expecting a cascade. So again, their faith is holding around VWAP. Let's see. Okay. So has a bottom right at the $4. Looks like support. $4.15. Let's get that cascade going. $4.12. So $4.14 down now. People losing faith. Let's get that drop. Holding right above the $4. $7 million shares traded on this 15-minute candle into the red. But now about to open up the new candle. Okay. Well, anyway, the obvious level that I was looking for was this 250. It is quite a bit of ways away from the 250. That's the only level that I was really interested in. It does not have catalyst, so just be careful on it. It's cracking the $4 now, and it's come all the way back into this first resistance that we were talking about, the breakover for. Now it did go a little bit further than I thought, went up to $5, but is back to that resistance. Anyway, I need to get off of here. I am already late for my meeting. If you guys are going to continue trading, be careful. Definitely keep your head on a swivel. I will be in the Discord, and yeah, I need to get out of here. And as always, appreciate you guys for tuning in. Don't forget to hit the like button. If you're not subscribed, you can consider subscribing. And as always, I will see you guys in the next one. Peace. That'll be on Wednesday.